in the Bundesliga this year. Massa. They've totally turned the tables on the reigning champion. Algeria ahead in Kansas City.
Offside, it's tight. We know it's going to be looked at.
First assistant. And both sides now by how much does seeing your life flash before your eyes in the first 10 minutes change your approach, if at all?
Yeah, it does. It certainly sharpens the focus. All I can say is I'm very pleased that VAR didn't exist when I was playing.
That duo could well dominate the game tonight. Now he got a piece. Didn't stymie Argentina for the moment.
Disappointed, Shaby, because you see he's got so much space. He can see
World Cup matches appeared in by any players. 24th consecutive match for Argentina in the tournament. The reach of Lautaro. Almada.
Done.
Almada, tremendous run in Major League Soccer, albeit brief, with Atlanta United, newcomer of the year in 2022, best 11 in 2023, on to Botafogo. Of a sold-out crowd at Jordan-Hare Stadium prior to the tournament. Round of 16 at the hands of Germany in extra time.
Couple of months of the season, and especially with the heat, how will he fare with it?
If there is good news for Argentina, they will play under a domed roof. And made a huge difference. Messi flying forward. Leo Messi! He transcends time!
He makes football look easy. Of performing on the world stage, absolutely not. There's nothing that Zidane in goal can do about this, but it's textbook. The way that he turns, the pocket that he finds, the drive forward, and then the shot in the top corner. Yes, I know it takes a little flick off the hands of Zidane, but it's just out of reach. Take nothing away from Argentina and Leo Messi. They have arrived in Kansas. They have arrived again on the world stage, and that man has produced the magic that we know he can.
His 14th World Cup goal now joint third all-time in his 27th World Cup match, 20 years on from his tournament debut. And his third career goal against Algeria. He scored his third and fourth international goals at the Nou Camp 19 years ago against Algeria.
Football has an incredible way of creating those moments, those full circle opportunities. But now the Argentina fans on their feet, and no wonder, because they know yet again, in person, whether it be the first time they've seen it or the 10th, they have seen a little bit of magic from their star man.
On the playing forward. Messi only played 20 minutes in the two pre-tournament friendlies. There were questions as Gianni Infantino looks on and recognizes that Lionel Messi has again graced a World Cup with a rather spectacular moment.
He's had a successful season, but probably personally a season of up and downs. Unfortunately, time waits for no man, so it's not on his side at the moment, and he's had niggles and injuries that he's had to deal with. But there's no doubt in terms of having to necessarily play him into form, or worrying about where do you fit him in. So you can only play him 20 minutes, and you know that in these big moments, on these big stages, he will produce.
They said it all happened naturally. Scaloni
said, didn't he, before the 2022 World Cup final, it'd be his last, and everyone
ready to take any wager as to whether he makes it another 4 years. He's certainly capable of proving just about everybody. Each team saw a goal wiped away to offside in the opening 10 minutes. It's Messi who left no doubt in the 17th.
What's really set them apart from Algeria, not necessarily the players that move to get on the ball, but the movement everywhere. Then the great example is the goal for Messi, the movement around it, then make sure that he can get in that pocket on the half turn and pick it up.
Narrow probing also forces him back. Tiel. The give and go. Flicks it ahead, the return. Angles it across. Out of reach. Lori chasing.
The build-up was lovely. The 1-2 touch, playing it quickly. Algeria couldn't deal with it, but it was the follow-up, the long ball. Montiel, we've seen him for most of the game really high and wide, and you're expecting him to be in that area where the ball dropped, but he didn't make the run that time. See now in the low block, Algeria. I think they're scared to break the shape. Felt the full force now of pressing Argentina. It's always difficult when you go one down relatively early on in the game, because the game plan changes. You have to rethink, and see, I think for the moment at least, run out of ideas. But imagine the hydration break will, as well as hydration, bring some new ideas and some tactical changes and information from the side.
Next ball out of play should take us to that first half hydration break. Every seat is sold here. And for many, the show that they came to see has already played out. It's a bit lackadaisical from the back, Montiel. And that takes us to a hydration break on a temperate night in Kansas City. Leo Messi scores a brilliant 17th minute go-ahead. Argentina 1, Algeria 0.
Here goes. 1, 2, 3.
Take the pitch with FanDuel's new footy features. Bet all 120 minutes and get early payouts when your team goes up too. Live betting lets you celebrate every strike. And with FanDuel's new Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. At FanDuel, every score means more. North America's #1 sportsbook and casino. FanDuel, play your game.
Play for the Ultras? Game over.
Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra Zero.
A safer Ontario means playgrounds with no drug injection sites nearby. It means fewer cars being stolen thanks to more police officers and prosecutors. New jails so criminals stay behind bars. Public spaces without encampments. And bail reform that protects our neighborhoods. We're making every corner of Ontario safer to make all of Ontario safer. That's how we protect Ontario.
Grab your popcorn. Because now you can watch Hoppers at home on Disney+.
I am clearing the rest of the day.
We put this into this.
This is like Avatar.
This is nothing like Avatar.
You know what is like Avatar?
Come again?
Avatar Fire and Ash, coming to Disney+ June 24th.
I see you. It'll be so beautiful. I am the fire!
Fire, fire, fire.
This June is going to be epic with Hoppers and Avatar Fire and Ash on Disney+.
18 matches now. We've seen the hydration break in effect at the FIFA World Cup. Teams have found ways to try and alter momentum. If you're Algeria, how do you alter the momentum with the moment you were just afforded?
I think you need to be precise on who your players are and in the moments, in terms of, you don't always have to go toe to toe and go and mark a player. And for me, at times they're doing that too much and they're getting dragged in. It's about the communication, passing players through lines, and be able to do half and half and be brave enough to go, right, I'm within touching distance of you. If the ball moves, I know I've got the pace or the power to get there. And obviously for every player that will look different, but I think they've got to do that to be able to get the ball forward and look more dangerous again. And that's what they were doing in the first 5 or 10 minutes, and especially then getting the likes of Nouri and Rogali forward again is going to help them do that.
28th minute in Kansas City. Smallest host city of the 16 involved in this 3-country World Cup across North America. Argentina 1, Algeria 0. Argentina probably not ready to make any assumptions, however. They did fall to Saudi Arabia despite scoring the opening goal of their opening game of the 2022 World Cup.
And that's a reason they won't be complacent, and as well a couple of games that we've seen already in this tournament, it always sharpens the focus.
Taro was tumbling through, and Sabini went stride for stride. Zidane will collect.
Last time we've seen Argentina go a bit more direct, actually. And normally they love to possess the ball, work through the thirds, but also happy when it's on to play the straight ball, and that'll also set a bit of panic and a bit of doubt into Algeria's minds by doing so.
The reach of Aït-Nouri. And Shabi, who celebrated a goal. And to see semi-automated VAR take it all away.
Credit to the VAR, by the way. It's been incredibly fast, and that's what the fans want, isn't it? For that technology to work the way it should.
Almada went down. Fernandez kept the move going for Argentina. Hugo Almada. Verse once more. Working off to Paul. Alistair. Narrow. Montiel.
That's where I think at times Algeria have been too passive. You're going right into the low block, and that's fine. You're in your defensive third, but when the ball's there and you jump and you attack, you've got to go with purpose. You've got to go quickly. And for me, it's too many times now where in that shape, even though they've got 11 behind the ball, they've been far too passive in a small area.
Messi left it short. Mondi. Pressure from Messi billowing forward.
Looks in for their Mondi. Seem too much of a bad challenge, but I do think there's no malice in it. Just on the back of the Achilles there. It's a bad tackle. As I say, I don't think it's meant with malice, but he knows Messi. That's the nod of acknowledgement.
Players with the record most caps for their respective countries. And he's 120th, a 13-year international career that includes a place in the 2014 World Cup as well. Algeria have never won a match in which they've conceded first at the World Cup. They've lost 6 and drawn 2.
Just watching McAllister there with Mazza. He's doing extremely well. Necessary to get really tight to him and man mark him. But again, just blocking off the channels to make sure that he can't get on the ball. And then passing him over to Fernandez, keeping that communication going. And if he gets the ball there, Mazza, almost on the halfway line, they'll be happy with that Argentina.
He and Gouiri back by the halfway line.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that's what's been happening with Algeria. They're getting frustrated, they're dropping in, Gouiri especially, and then they've got no threat going forward.
Tackled away from Badawi. Cheaply given away by Algeria anyway. Gali still can't dispossess Fernandez. mentioned his frustration. He's touched the ball the least of any player on the field, just 5 touches.
I think the problem for me is as well, seeing that press, he's not getting it right. That's the foul in the end for the frustration. But you've got to go as a unit. You've got to go together. Try and half the pitch, make it smaller. But there's times where Guerrieri is going, no one else is going with him. He's getting frustrated. His teammates are getting frustrated because I don't think he's going at the right time. Certainly not in sync when they're out of possession higher up the pitch.
Was a constant in World Cup qualifying. Mora was the leading scorer of qualifying for Algeria, and Mahrez, the captain, available off the bench as well.
I think he had Mora 14 goal contributions as well.
Stridently forward, Argentina. Whisked centrally toward Lautaro. Reached out to Romero at halfway. Ten minutes to halftime. I think Emi Martinez has been quite happy not to see that broken ring finger tested yet.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, everything that the doctors and the physios can do now in terms of obviously the strap-ins, the injections and everything else, it shouldn't cause him too much pain, but the less he has to do, the better. That's always the case for a goalkeeper regardless. And showing foul there, a bit of an elbow. Sure that'll be looked at, but I don't think that was purposeful, but painful one.
Golly, fouling Almada. Messi.
It's a cheeky one. Saw Zidane out of position. If anyone can do that, it's Messi.
Luka's father, of course, the legendary Zinedine Zidane. Messi's first World Cup was Zidane's most infamous, and now here he is scoring on Zinedine's son.
So many stories.
Over to DePaul. Here's McAllister. Messi. Flies through midfield. Lautaro. Offering early service behind Almada.
It's the wrong technique, I think, for me. He doesn't quite know what he wants to do with the ball. Either you strike across it and you go for goal, or you curl it into your teammate, but he strikes across it with the wrong technique and the wrong direction. It was a good opportunity, and Messi just flashing up with it. The moment of brilliance, but that's what he does. He's always been like that, to be fair. Leo Messi, I think he's comes out in moments, but especially now, I think he manages his energy and conserves it a little bit differently, but then you see every so often that spark.
Not the best clearance from Medina. He spared his blushes. Sandro Martinez, about 18 months ago, tore his ACL, came back in November to start this first World Cup match, intervening for Argentina. Almada has support in the width. Almada. Messi swings across. Angle back. Fernandez still. Messi. Return. Couldn't slip by. Mondi cleans it up. And the offside flag was raised. Never would have counted anyway.
No, in the end, but you know what I really like about this, and it's really early in the play. It's Lautaro, And he's not had much to do in terms of in the way of getting shooting opportunities, but his build-up play in the way that he's got in front of the ball when needed. Great little first touches, sets back into his teammates and just linked the play. He's done that ever so well so far tonight.
Maybe Guiri. Shoulder surgery in October, still managed 11 goals domestically at Marseille. Mori, Massa. Slips ahead. Angled across, Martinez guarding the post. Touches away the Shaby effort. Corner.
Good turn of pace though, wasn't it? From Shaby. It's that clever run down the side of the defender. Just comes out. Turf to be able to effectively cross the ball back in for the pullback.
Played short to Guiri. Badawi. Serving. Well, for Shaby, the angle that ball comes in doesn't do him a ton of favors. Still could have done more.
Doesn't. And seeing that Messi goal again gets better and better every time we see it. But a couple of times now for Algeria, I've been surprised from set pieces. So they've gone short. And they've not got a huge team, especially at the back. Argentina, you look at Lisandro Martinez in particular, one of the smallest players on the pitch, excluding Messi, so why not get the ball in the box?
Zale did enough to get it away and allow Messi free rein. His defender on an island. Hernandez got it wide. Grab, stab a goal. Almada. Regrettable conclusion. An enticing counter.
Looking for that same corner. In terms of the top right that his captain found, didn't quite have the same ability to do so.
That is Argentina's first shot since they scored in the 17th minute.
It's a stat that they won't like. What I will say is equally in terms of to turn it on its head, there's been such a lack of threat from Algeria on the same side, so won't be worried unduly by that Argentina. They'll want more shots, they'll want to create more opportunities, yes, but Algeria, they've really been lacking in the final third.
Talib. Massa wins the free kick.
It's another thing they need to do. Mazza on the ball more. Seen a couple of times, and he does. He's electric. He can cause problems. What I will say is Alexis McAllister is doing a wonderful job of keeping him quiet so far.
Dynamic ball through midfield. Shaby shakes a man. Shaby.
Don't mind the build-up. Clever. Mazza drops just to open up that passing channel into Shaby. Just
well, at least it's a legal throw. Maybe start. There's no one in the box to serve. Massa arrives late, but by the time the ball leaves the foot.
His earlier shot, Shaby won't want to see that again. But he gets himself in a good position. The byline. A couple of moments previously. Has more time than he thinks, and there's not much to aim at, but I think he can take a touch. And again, it's about that composure for Algeria when they get themselves in these positions, which has been lacking.
4 added minutes. Algeria's coach, Vladimir Pekovic, described provoking Argentina's players like kicking a hornet's nest. Unfair and risky. What can they do now? Guiri. It is Lisandro Martinez who steps in. Another corner for Algeria.
Mentioned been a few short set pieces, but it's like looking
off and saw them stay up in Ligue 1. Ago. For Argentina. More possession to this point, believe it or not. Awkward header, Badawi. Mata. Hit from behind. That's a clean challenge by Nori. Mata's thoroughly perplexed. Algeria continue. Final minute of first half stoppage time. Angling still for space, going for goal, takes a deflection, multiple. Bounces off Guiri and into the grateful hands of Martinez.
Great little dancing feet by Musa. The body feints, the drop of the shoulders, and just say because of the deflections when it comes into Guiri, he just can't quite get a handle on the ball.
He did score a goal cutting in just like that against the Netherlands. The foul from Belgali.
I don't know why I look so perplexed.
Should be the final action of the opening half. First of 4 group stage games in Kansas City. first of 6 matches in totality at the Kansas City Stadium. As he offers, Callister was waiting and takes us to halftime.
Great ball. Should have done better with it, McAllister, and that's why he's got his head in his hands currently.
Leo Messi scores at the World Cup yet again, the 17th minute of play. And while both teams have seen the offside flag take away a tally in the opening 10 minutes, Messi's surely counts. Argentina 1, Algeria 0 at halftime.
Got the snacks.
Real Canadian Superstore. A whole world and more.
Please be back in. Please be back in.
Hombre.
¿Así? Sin balón ahora.
Collect one of experience. Turns into just booked. This moment. For a life like no other.
It's time. Oh, they must be careful here.
With football.
الصداقة في كل ركن من أركان الأمر.
Não importa onde estejas.
No matter who you are.
El fútbol une al mundo.
The new today. The new Toyota BZ. It's 100% electric.
Snacks.
Real Canadian Superstore.
Argentina a 1-0 lead at half-time in Group J. On his 200th cap. Lionel Messi for Argentina and 50. And the defending champions are in front. World Cup matches. It's his 14th World Cup goal. He becomes the oldest Argentine goal scorer at a World Cup. He's such a magnificent player, the way that he decisions he makes when he gets there. What a ball from Almada and Lautaro Martinez, just pausing.
Well, just look how it's come about though, Stevie, as well. Messi initially got from him, and Alexis McAllister's the one that just has a little bit of a what Messi always does, the celebration, and Rodrigo de
awareness we were speaking about in the pregame with these Argentine players. Always trying to get him the ball, especially Rodrigo de Paul.
And another and it's dangerous, and it's more the ankle on the defender that I'm worried about than the actual force of the studs to the calf.
I would say to Janine, I'll probably pause it here.
Got him away with that one, and he might have had a tougher punch.
It was ruled offside. In fact, both teams had a goal call back for offside.
Action in the final third. I think it was his first touch in the penalty box in the 39th. Finish once he gets into position. We thought that was it. Messi World Cup.
The run of play, and then we can see there on the another great finish at the near post, but his shoulder is just barely offside.
Finish when he gets there, because he actually goes so he just to whip in that knee side. Great finish. Offside, and I want to just comment one thing on Messi. The other way.
So 1-0 then for Argentina at the in Argentina as Lionel Messi scored.
Osmos and Dorito.
How often do you get to cheer for Canada?
Oh, no!
Great while doing it. Five get what they want in EV5.
He cuts inside, dribbles past one defender. I'm in heaven.
That was it.
Croatia before we head to Toronto Stadium for Ghana. Studios here at Pool Plaza do come by and see us.
Cheers. Lance.
Our future stars don't simply show up in the world.
Switch. But can you do this?
You need to control it.
Repeat.
Well, let's throw it back to today, lost 2-1 against Saudi Arabia. If that
in terms of the chances that they had, the domination of games. Argentina for sure, if we give them space and time.
3.5 years ago. They need to get Messi more.
To Mike Watts and Courtney Sweetman.
There was a change at group stage game in Group J. First played in Kansas City. On to the second half, one change at the intermission is changed. The question is how much of the change with the great Riyad Mahrez and Mohamed Amar.
What I would imagine will be tactical tweaks.
Greens have scored really 2.5 goals a game since led. African qualifying behind the and they remember World Cup Monday. Intact. By Fernandez, but step in with pressure. Shy of half it. Martinez dealt with by Zidane. Argentina going on to win 24 last 25 matches in which they led at halftime. That ominous one, the group stage opener in Qatar against Saudi Arabia. The slicing through midfield, Maza. Almada. Maza went down, play on.
Lister in and around Maza again. Done so well at negating the threat into him in the first instance. Can't do it then, McAllister, but does make up for it in terms of recovery to make the challenge.
Martinez. Squared halfway by Rodrigo de Paul. A brilliant assist to Messi in the 17th. Match made in MLS heaven, it turns out. 2 of the 45 in the league in the United States to feature in this World Cup. In addition to 4 more from the second division USL Championship.
The running joke, isn't there, that you don't normally see Messi without Rodrigo de Paul as his bodyguard to boot.
Messi chips it at Martinez. Fernandez was breaking through as well. Paul said, "I'm doing it because I love him." Here's the shot from effort. The effort from distance from Messi. It's Patrick Mahomes up on his seat.
Do well, Argentina here to win it back. For me, one is disappointing from Messi. Second of all, the way that's defended when he's on the edge of the box there, Algeria don't get out to him nearly quickly enough.
Zidane, French youth international, Algeria, through his famous father's parents. Switch in September. His manager said, "If I called him up, it's because he deserves it." Look at his last name. He's doing so with a broken jaw.
Difficult position as well at the moment. Goalkeeper for Algeria.
Martinez picks his head up, offers into the whip. Argentina breaking forward with speed. Impact, Messi pursues. Andy sweeps it clear.
big opportunity, wasn't it, for Argentina to break on decisions, on time. Going back to Zidane there that we saw on the screen. 3 of the Algeria goalkeepers. Only got 10 caps between them. He'll make it 11 now tonight. So it's a position where they are very much lacking experience.
Loss of Anthony Mendrea changing things for sure. Shoulder dislocation in April. And he'd missed this World Cup. Algeria tries to cross that way. And the blind pass Fernandez. Musa. He'll take a high arm. Play on. See, charging into the attacking third. Slips ahead. Martinez. What? Zidane.
Being ultra critical. Martinez, does he need the extra touch? That's in the build-up. Enzo Fernandez. That extra touch he takes. Martinez takes him a little bit wide. Just think if he takes that first time, and the ball's come in through down his right hand side, it's going to be more difficult for Zidane in goal to save.
Martinez offers the first attempt on target. Argentina since the 17th minute go-ahead. Clara Martinez saw an ankle injury. Archie derail his run in 2022 World Cup. Saw Julian Alvarez spring to the fore, the age of 22. Where he's suffering. Well, speak of the devil. It is Julian Alvarez's turn. Gonzalez will enter as well. His World Cup never began in 2022. A muscle injury saw him withdraw from the roster just 3 days prior. Mata and Lautaro Martinez give way. Second and third change for Argentina. They made the first at halftime. For Argentina, you have the benefit of depth. You also have the benefit of foresight, knowing what lies ahead of you. It's a monstrous tournament if you don't utilize quality depth early and often, and so they do.
Yeah, and I think, as you say, that depth is paramount, and arguably they've got the greater depth and quality. The fact that you can take Lautaro Martinez off and bring Alvarez on, who's had an equally very impressive season, it says a lot about this Argentinian team.
Tabini, Massa, again Guiri dropping deep. That's familiar territory. Trying to pull Argentina apart. Massa. JB returns. Massa blocked.
First time to show a bit of keep sitting around the box for me, Algeria. There's been plenty of times where in the final third they kept the ball for periods of times and looked quite comfortable, but the lack of pace in terms of the tempo on the ball and the movement around it hasn't been good enough. It's been far too static, that's why they've not penetrated. Whereas there, I know they didn't completely get through and create an opportunity, but it certainly looked more dangerous.
Molina missed the end of the La Liga season at Atletico Madrid. Scored an important goal against the Dutch in quarterfinals. Started 6 of the 7 games, appeared in all 7. Hoisting the trophy.
Argentina showing their hands first. Substitutes, can't help but think that Algeria will be far behind. At least they need to be to make inroads into this game, because there's a little bit of impetus in the second half, but nothing much for me has changed.
Messi in a vacated space. 2 options beginning to percolate the service all the way across. Now got to Gonzalez.
Brilliant interception by Molina, it really is. And you always run the danger in that position. You're going to turn it into your own net, but he knows it. He has to get something on it. It's great ball in by the ball. The initial touch. Ball out to him by Messi. Sublime.
First quarter. Argentina tonight. Messi's 8 assisted goal, tied with Maradona for the most since 1962 World Cup. See, back around. Miguel Martinez. More with his feet than his hands tonight. Sit on a dime. Messi flips ahead. Gonzalez chasing. Swings the cross through over Julian Alvarez. Look at action high. Range. Big deflection. Got it all. That's two for Messi. The second leading scorer in the history of the World Cup now. And Argentina's talisman arms again.
That's the right place at the right time for Messi. I think Zidane is going to be disappointed with this though. Messi comes through with his potentially takes a deflection. But let's start from the beginning. Wonderful touch by Messi. Great ball out from the goalkeeper. And it's about this follow-up from McAllister. In all essences, extremely poor by the goalkeeper. Slightest of deflections, if that. In that position, you need to push it out wide Zidane. You can't push it back into the area. This will give us a better indication. I think there's even a deflection on the ball. And then Messi, right place at the right time, following it. That'll be one of the easiest goals he ever scores in his career.
And that's saying something among the 913 for club and country. He scored in 5 consecutive World Cup matches. The 8-time Ballon d'Or winner has 2 on Argentina's opening night. Insurance for Argentina and Algeria. Pairing substitutes, knowing time is running out. Make an impact tonight. Jordan in Santa Clara in California, then back here to face Austria in the final group stage game. Service lofted. Second effort met by Argentina. Argentina's headed out.
Reinforcements ready for Algeria, but you kind of think it's maybe too little too late. Argentina went early, made changes, made that decision. Seems to have paid off. Algeria, that makes certainly seemed now to be a bad idea.
Rodrigo the ball. I was wondering, no, Messi has never scored a hat-trick at the World Cup. That's the 3rd time he accumulated brace in a World Cup match, including the final in Qatar in 2022. A game that still defies all logic. Level France after one night. Well, Algeria will make a trio of changes now. Messi draws within one of their Sosa, the most goals ever scored in this tournament. Algeria perhaps trying to stem the bleeding. Perhaps trying to make a late run to take something from the match. Triple change. Weir comes out. There's Mora. 10 goals in the last 6 games of World Cup qualifying. And yes, Riyad Mahrez. His first World Cup appearance, the lone appearance in 2014 against Belgium. Back in 2014. A fan of this as well, so 3 attacking players can make a real impact.
Yeah, and now was the one that will be a little bit deeper. All the 3 that have come on, but I think he's got wonderful technical ability. He's got an eye for goal. Probably more than anything in this moment that I think Algeria really need would be that link. He'll be the ability to play forward with quality for the last of Mora and Mahrez and JB as well, that I think is so desperately needed right now for Algeria. Being said, he needs to get on the ball first. Season as well. We can't wonder why Mora doesn't stop. He's making 40 goal contributions in qualifying. Nobody contributed more in the African qualifying. 10 of those goals, so it seemed like a strange decision not to start him.
Could this be a moment? Zidane just enough to whisk away Messi's effort for a hat-trick.
Well, the whole stadium held its breath, waiting for history. There's not much that this man hasn't achieved. World football. A well-took hat-trick. Really put the cherry on.
Short to Alvarez. Alvarez. Did it pass Medina. Really won it back in the counter pressure. Slides away from Massa. Algeria dominant against Bolivia. Late winner against the Netherlands. Tremendous performance by Zidane in the lead up to this World Cup. Facing the punt now, reigning champion. On the turn, her glory. No further. Ball sharing a few words. The 5th appearance for the Algerians They get to the knockout stage in Brazil in 2014. Took Germany to the limit. The expanded World Cup and the nature of 32 teams reaching the knockout mean for both teams, and they both made it abundantly clear in the lead-up. This is not fundamental to qualifying for one team or the other.
And going back to what I said in terms of why not start the likes of Amora, is that the main focus Algeria isn't really on this game. No, they know they don't live and die by this game, and is it out where they really put their energy? I'm not saying they could come here and beat Argentina, as we mentioned before. That can happen on the first game, but sometimes as managers stage, you've got to make those decisions on really where to concentrate your energies, and maybe it wasn't Argentina tonight.
Service cross steered away from the oncoming Mahrez at the back six. Mahrez slots it centrally, and his shot was wide. Femi Martinez. That's as good a chance as Algeria's had to have. Altmark, or French international, back in 2020, singular cap. Regret that decision. Ultimately, debuted in 2023 for Algeria to reach the second half hydration break in Kansas City. Messi twice. Argentina 2. Algeria 0.
Every 4 years, we make family traditions. And if we're lucky, make noise. Make purchases with Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite Plus card to earn C+ points faster and take your tradition to new places.
The world is changing, but with every challenge comes a chance to build better, stronger. We're investing in ourselves. I'm Canadian, prospering from our resources and critical minerals. Our plan is to create jobs, build affordable homes twice as fast, break down barriers between provinces, and expand global trade. This is our moment to build a strong economy by Canadians for Canadians. A message from the Government of Canada.
This all together, attack situation, no powerful button forward. Just look at the way he turns the defender and gets away. He just couldn't quite get the ball. What an occasion, what time again with these fast moves.
A major heat wave moving in, courtesy of Love Island USA. Forecast predicting 100% chance of romance and drama. This will be the hot season, yes.
Get the Crave TSN bundle. This is the moment stream every night with FIFA World Cup and the return of the HBO original series, House of the Dragon and Queen of Dragons. All this for a limited time. Visit tsn.ca/FIFA 26.
All the while becomes the eldest player to score price in World Cup history. It's not a record that isn't within reach, already in his pocket, seemingly.
Ronaldo probably thinking, leave it to me, maybe I could change that.
I think he's a little bit busy before his record-tying 6th World Cup appearance for Portugal. The record Messi sneaks in by a matter of hours. And Blake Davis following the second half hydration break. One thing that does stand out at the 32-team knockout stage, with the third-place team to get through, suddenly a win and positive goal difference gives you a real chance. And that means Algeria, as much as they want to try and compensate point in this game, they'll recognize that giving up a few more goals could ultimately be their downfall. There's no time for pride. Tell. Gonzalez shoving away by Valley. Trouble blooming from Son.
Nearly feet as good as his dad.
Leon Alvarez all the way over. Down in the penalty area to play on. The same referee who knew so often in the World Cup final in 2022. His whistle.
The Argentina fans are happy to hear that. I do think it's about the decision. Is there contact? Yes. Enough for a penalty? I don't think so.
And they don't play on the assumed goal. It appears to be as agreed with Simon Marciniak's initial decision. It's one of the bright young towns. Bundesliga for Algeria's future, shortly. His 18th cap tonight. Starring at Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. Not once more. Maybe puts it wide. Also orchestrating the game now. He's able to fight Mora. He's not a first effort. Suddenly this is inside Algeria. And the ball.
Okay.
Fighting back there. Ladies and gentlemen, Luka. French youth national team player came up as you'd anticipate around the academy.
The earlier challenge. Thought there's contact, but I don't think there's enough there. No penalty. The ball's going to question.
About 2 minutes later.
He's never short of a few words to say.
Yeah. That's all good guards can do. 17th minute from the penalty area. A handsome rebound, the outmark. That's 2 goals for Argentina tonight. As the wave is broken out in Kansas City. Truly welcome to the United States, but they might experience it all.
The full package.
Messi. Follows. Back to Messi. Messi! His first World Cup hat-trick and the record setter. complicated. Lionel Messi stands alone. The Argentine war now to against La Close, most goals of the World Cup.
Well, it's a special moment for an incredibly special player. The way that he strokes his home. Yes, it's not power, but it's so precise. This is a pass into the net. It's wonderful. It's a moment of history. There's another record. Leo Messi.
Number 16 at World Cup, number 1 of his 200th career for Argentina. Now, what a show he's put on. Would he make it to another World Cup? And then some. Extraordinary.
He's got to be on the pitch now, walking around, thinking in the back of his head. I can't believe that I thought that 22 minutes could have missed out on this moment.
Messi allows it through. Argentina from front looking for more. Alvarez. McAllister provides quite a bit of screen.
Very much a lovely check, wasn't it?
Now 69,045. The expanded field that they play here in Kansas City. It's a cellar. Massa being attended to. Odendi and Haas await their moment. Argentina played Algeria only once in their history. June 2007 at Barcelona's Camp Nou. 4-3 Argentina win. Messi was 19 days short of his 5th birthday. He scored twice, his 3rd and 4th international goals. And now in his 200th appearance for his country. Goals 118, 119, 120. And a standing ovation in Kansas City for the greatest goal scorer in World Cup history.
Incredible. 69,000 in this stadium around the world. Got to see tonight a true magician at work. By the way, because might not be the next Messi, don't get me wrong, but he's such an exciting young talent. Season Como have their qualified for the Champions League, and it'll be someone could be through corn. Like it was for Enzo Fernandez 4 years ago. Big 106 million move to Chelsea. So watch this space of Nicolas.
Fernandez named the World Cup's best young player in Qatar after not featuring in World Cup qualifying. Haas 4 caps, World Cup qualifying for the 10th for Argentina. When the Serie A young player of the Italy, best midfielder in the league, Como qualified for Europe. His dad, Pablo, featured at the 98 World Cup for Argentina. This is trouble. Algeria win it. Massa Wolverine. Here he is. Hassan Gonzalez. Oh, Flair could have said, come in. They had a plan A and plan D. As if they Martinez or Alvarez starting, but as it pertained to Messi said, never made a plan to stop one player. It's about stopping players that allow him to be at his best. And imagine that strategy might change. An old habit for the 60-year-old manager who may face just his 5th loss in 3 games in charge. If he ever sees Messi again, Kaiser.
A bit too soon, I imagine, but you're right, it's not just about what Messi does. It's about the team plays around him to get the best of him without him being a negative on the team. Sometimes you see these big stars, it's all about them. It's not necessarily about the team. You don't get best out of them as collective players. I feel Argentina are the best of both worlds. They have one of the best players that ever played the game. But a team ethic that backed with that as well. As we've seen 4 years ago and we're seeing tonight, that's a lethal combination.
There was Molina and Zaruki. Khalid Shabi. That's Maza now been adjusted, came out. Just some pressure for Algeria in the back, and on the ground by Alvarez.
It's a great thing about having depth as well when you negotiate. Everyone comes on very hungry to make him back. It's not about seeing this game out. On the other perspective, extremely helpful. You negotiate is just weaken your team. The ability to rest the players that have started. So those physical outputs at tournament, then maybe displays to be able to keep it from healthy Argentina if they continue to split this.
Mahrez. On service, did stay at the end on it seemed. No support on Monday. That's a free kick. Seated, very dangerous plays. Aguilar.
That's a matter of decision. After all, still pleading his innocence. Oh, well, makes the most of it. Let's put it that way.
Goals in the Saudi First Division last year. Free kick that could provide Algeria a vital goal. This goal difference could very much be a part of their future. Mars offers the thought, let it go. It's Mars up the goal. Ready takes it out to touch. Ball. That flustered. The first, Messi, World Cup hat trick, 1760-76, and sends it off. I was thinking back early in his Miami tenure, maybe the most famous match of his early days with the club was played here in Kansas City. The wind chill was actually below 0 Fahrenheit. Here was Messi scoring late winner against Sporting Kansas City in CONCACAF Champions Cup. There's much more effort tonight. I imagine a few more fans in attendance.
Proof though that you can do in all missions.
Even a sub-freezing night in Kansas City. Algeria in the final third was hard, and they make the most of it. To the way through the blockade. Zerouki. Mahrez. The sunset of his international career, Mahrez pushes ahead. Zerouki. Mahrez went back. Wall for the first toward the battle stop. Zerouki settles once more. Mahrez. Hard to put into words all that Mahrez means to the Algerian national team, and what he accomplished in his time was top of mind.
Incredible footballer, and I've watched him quite a lot from my hometown, club in Leicester City, and when at Manchester City. One of the best touches I've ever had privilege of watching, but to say now in the twilight of his career, but still had a very good season in the Saudi Pro League.
Goals in 44 appearances. Getting free kick in the semi-final in the 20th half. Kyle went out on the side. 7 years ago. Nothing on target. It makes nothing for Emi Martinez.
The base is at times they're triple Argentina, back in general. Juris, a conformed side player, so who might clean sheet. I think that'll be another tick on the box for Ray Hugh and Martinez. A great player, but maybe his best season before. Looked like he's even Aston Villa. Manchester United, one of the clubs started with that, but didn't get his move stayed. A bit of a time season, but Martinez, I think, is always a beast.
Being a concern for Graham. Double league, final ring finger. Mott made the Anderson penalties that resulted in a bit of a change as well. Read one article that was excellent describing how many Emi Martinez jerseys sits now in Argentina. And the next will be presented by the It's
very rare that goalkeepers have that sort of big following. A lot of our big personalities, but we certainly mould through.
Into stoppage time. 6 added minutes. Argentina will play our last 2 games out Dallas. Dallas Stadium. Past $8 billion house that it is. Austria, then we're in Algeria, go to St. Clara. That's San Francisco. Face Jordan. And the finish here in Kansas City against all teams. Austria, which gives Algerian fans a bit of a shiver. That's race of on good pass play out all over again. And this time they have a line in that play. It's a long way now. Messi was on mission accomplished in his return to his 6th World Cup. Last one match in the weight that Argentina is up over the last 20 years. Finally break off the piling of our weight. And then all expectation comes with trying to repeat. Rodriguez, early aged in his 4 years.
Yeah, and like I say, it took a massive shoot and then he's gone to service for 6 years after some triumph for Mexico. But now, it's the expectation, isn't it, of what they come and do again. They're in with really big, yes, they're always there and about team with Spain, but you can't go off one performance, because if you go off one performance in the tie, it's, like you just said, never going to win it, but look at strong strength of depth. The younger ends now in the dough. The temperature, that will be easier on the team physically, so that will give them the ability to recover more. No, a lot of things so far. We're very, very early in the competition to go in. Argentina's favourite standard. It's always the big ones. The fact can bring Messi off the night and bottom wall, ready to go again.
Alvarez. Waypoint at a time approaching. Mendes. Alistair. Ultimately, his 33rd cap, his 4th World Cup. A beautiful moment from the return to real play. The dream come true after that extensive track across her up Medi. Goal to Spain, the 6-year run in Manchester City, returning to Benfica, having the side, 281 appearances. And now at home at the 8:38.
The only thing that maybe you look at Argentina in terms of our list, about average age and squad of 29 years, sorry, 29 years and 19 days. Just do wonder, with the new format, well, might they run out of steam? Might that be a problem for them in the end?
They also start 6 days later. If you're going to reach the final, you may well see a team that's managed all of this 16 games rest in 5-6 days more than you have. There is a bit of symmetry here. You have to go back the last time World Cup was hosted at the United States in '94. The last time Argentina so thoroughly won their open match. Oro is recent, Frio, hat-tricks, 12 games. Rio over Algeria now, with the weighing seconds anyway tonight. Now Argentina should be able to solve this away.
And managed to game in Las Vegas really well. A lot of fans very happy that I'm there. Just be extremely happy. Messi. No, it breaks my. Everybody knows not how you start, how you finish.
The entire crowd to defeat. Martinez and Zule, Argentina. Leo Messi. A 3-0 win in the opener. The final result over Algeria. They put the ball of 2022 and begin the title defense style. Messi had the leading score in the history of the World Cup. In his first World Cup hat-trick on Algeria, 3 goals now.
Well, last time we saw Lionel Messi on World Cup stage, it was the greatest final of all time, and he was a World Cup winner. Today, they pick up where they left off in terms of the impact that Messi is having World Cup.
They do, and it's difficult to find different ones from all you see that. You're sitting there thinking greatness, genius, quality, all best of the time. We say the same things all the time, but he normally says genius. He makes it seem like it's kind of normal and it's obvious, but it's not. And he's just so clinical, Kevin, in his position. It's impressive to watch his efficiency as a football player. It's unrivaled.
Yeah, and that World Cup final that Luke mentioned there as well, we thought it would be a different World Cup day where most players retired in the army, and I think we all felt that not many would be outside of American freedom, but going to the MLS, I think it actually helped him. I think the less intense environment, I think he's just in a way now set him for this moment day, and what again, just incredible. It is absolutely incredible what he does.
We continue in history right in front of our eyes. 200 caps, 20 years from his first World Cup goal, his first World Cup hat-trick, and he looks like he's trying to bomber in the Luke. It's really, really wonderful to see.
Argentina off to a winning start in Kansas City. PSN player of match presented by Imo, Club Bank Canada Soft.
And it was such a hard decision, Luke. I really planned to reach in with this one. Of course.
Even you get this one wrong,
Good, come on, outstanding, wasn't it? Everything that he did was just magnificent. Could have had a couple more as well, of course. It's Lionel Messi. There's much to say in that.
So Argentina with 3 points from their opening game of the group. And a little shot today, we have Austria and Jordan coming away from this Bavaria Stadium. But Argentina getting the job done, +3 goal difference as well, following that opening game. A quick play of the games presented by Hyundai. Next starts now.
I think fans at Jackal Plaza agree with us on the day of the match. He also had one of 3 electric moments of the match. He had absolutely automatic from this spot. He scored this goal so many times. We've seen it time and time, and it's just a wonderful pass into the corner for his 3rd of the night.
Is leaving now Sports Centre for more World Cup coverage coming up on PSN 1, 3 and 4.
FIFA World Cup 2026 on PSN. It's presented by Hyundai. It's proud partner of FIFA World Cup 2026. Hyundai is making and the world forward. Next, now. FanDuel Sportsbook. All speed free. Dell. Watch every match with a game time bundle. With sports channels including TSN and Five Internet. And on Mama's, Sears, and your native grocer. Shop foods for all moods today.
Ready for the games?
Hey! Cross line, please.
Easy, let's go.
Adding more, go. This way of the stadium.
You're looking for future football? It's gonna be me.
Dude, I'm gonna be so big. I wouldn't even be able to walk on the street.
Future is already here. Next starts now.
You can put every life. Personal puzzle at Azure.ca.
Okay, we're going to be 3 on 3. Winner go home. Bro, never gone home. Since 1996. Yeah, anyone, anytime.